Hey, y'all hear the background. I don't own the rights to the music, but it's like, are they trying to keep you down? Well, welcome. I am Yonda, the founder and CEO of Everything Metaverses. So I'm going to turn this down because I don't own the rights to the music. And we're going to get started. Guess what? You're tuning in to our weekly Lunch and Learn. That's right. This is where the geniuses gather and we talk about the metaverse real estate. Yep, that's right. The metaverse real estate. So geniuses come in and talk to you about the many uses of the metaverse and particularly their swim lane. Their swim lane to be able to offer solutions, suggestions, recommendations as it relates to metaverse. So, okay, let's get started. What's the metaverse? Well, that's a good question. But before I get started in that, let me tell you who I am. I am Yonda, the founder and CEO of Everything Metaverses. We have Everything Human Resources, which is Melody Fogarty. We have Everything Fashion, which is Cheatham Norrells, and we are niched in real estate. That's correct, niched in real estate. And what I've done in my past is I've been a part of, corporate America, doing some retail, some organizations, some operations, and then I transitioned over into the Web3. And the Web3 promises us a lot of different opportunities that can be leveraged. So, like leveraging physical in real life. So, I'm going to say physical in real life and digital, which is virtual. Digital is virtual. So, today, when we're talking about the metaverse, what is the metaverse? It's a digital virtual ecosystem. All right. So, what is all that, Yonda? Yeah, it's a digital virtual world. And that digital virtual world is kind of emerging now. So, if you Google metaverses, multiple things would come up, but certainly it creates a digital ID for yourself, kind of like this digital footprint of an ecosystem of a world that we're going to have. So, some people are like, wait a minute, is this make believe? So, some people related to like the Jetsons. Okay, I know that's a cartoon I grew up watching. Okay, I'm an OG, but don't let it twist it. Look, I got gray right here. So I'm gonna tell you this stuff. And hopefully I'm able to bridge this communication, this education so that you understand the world is changing and we're in a huge paradigm shift. The way that we've conducted business, the way that we've done business is changing. So we're here to talk to you about those changes. So let's take over there in the comments. Hey there, Peg, a digital virtual ecosystem. That's exactly what it is. And we're in Audacity, right, Peg? So we spent some time building our metaverse in Audacity. And I am so happy to have partnered with Audacity. So I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. And it couldn't have been possible had we not had great community members that belong to the genius room of Web3. So like Peg, who is viewing this now, Peg, genius, yep, that's you yourself. Hold on, I think I might have a guest that's knocking on the door, about to join us on stage. Who knows? Let me check it out, geniuses. And it is really raining. But Audacity has a metaverse, right? And so I'm excited because the geniuses have decided we're going to do business with each other. So where do the world geniuses go to get alpha, to get support, have questions? Well, they come to the Genius Room of Web3. We're on Twitter, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For people to just do that, come in there and watch Iron Sharpen. Have you ever seen Iron Sharpen, the clicking and the clacking? Well, you got to come to the Genius Room. You'll see it. You'll be like, whoa. Yep, because I was like, whoa. So let me bring up our guests. We got Hector coming in. So hold on right quick. Bring in our guests. I got Hector Perez coming in. I got Peter Dobson coming in. Wow, y'all are in for a treat today. The geniuses are coming, and they have some alpha to share with you. Hey there, geniuses. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Yanda. Hello, Peter.
Hey!
Hello, Yaeunda. Hello, Hector. Can you guys hear me okay?
We hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Absolutely. So I'm showing my face as y'all see. I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm just gonna show my face. I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna talk to the world. And the genius is gonna join. I know the genius is gonna join.
I got to get a camera. I'm on
You
my
gotta get a
PC. I don't have a
you,
camera on this. I got my headset, but I don't have a camera, so I got to get one of those things.
I
See, if
yeah,
it
I'm
was a
sitting
laptop, I think a laptop gives you a camera, right? Is that right?
a laptop, a desktop, and your phone. So I am, I'm on my phone and I'm taking this in right now because this is so important. I'm like, I don't care where I'm at. I got to get the information to the people, right? So
Yep.
Peter, take a few minutes, introduce yourself, and then I'm going to also want you to do the same thing, Hector.
Great, thank you. Did you want to go first, Hector, or you want me to just pop in?
It's up to you, Peter. No
Okay,
worries.
I'm Peter, surname Dobson, Dopson, and I am Solution Lifestyle. Now, it's great to be here, but most importantly, it's great to serve you. And what we're building here at starting at the space is the relationship that will help you save your life. I know it sounds pretty brave. Yeah, we're going to save your life because every life needs to be saved. And whether you go from birth to income stage to retirement, we can be part of that total life because everyone here in this space has the ability to participate and help you build that life. And it's not a process that says we do this. It's a process that we all learn together and build together. And part of those building blocks is like the amazing stuff that Yaeunda does, the great things that Hector is part of, and all the other team members that we have back at the Twitter X. Like, for example, even Peg. Peg has an insight in life that will amaze many people, and she has a lot to share and a lot to offer. So to get along quickly to it so that you can listen to what Hector has to say, I deal with the accommodation side of your retirement. I make sure that your bed is clean, your pillows are fluffed, and the beach is not far away from your strawberries and coffee. Thank you so much, Yaeunda. Hector?
Peter, no, that was awesome, and exactly, what we aim to do here, and we strive to do here, is to be a one-stop shop, right? When it comes to, real estate, international investing, tokenization, anything, related to tech, right? We're very, community focused and organized, and we have, the ability to be able to service all your needs. But just a brief introduction. My name is Hector Perez. I am the CEO of Nifty Credit Solutions. And what we do here is we assist with helping you get the money you need so you can invest in your real estate, right? Just like with any endeavor, one of the foundations, the most important foundations, is your credit, and being able to leverage credit. And that's what I teach people to do, and that's what we help here. So if you're interested in investing in real estate, we work with you so we can get you the funding needed, so you can go and purchase your piece of real estate land. So really excited to come here, kind of pour into you everything that we know, and help you level up as a small business owner, or as an entrepreneur, or just someone that wants to start investing in real estate. Our goal is to help to get you where you need to be from point A to point Z. Thank you, Yanda, and thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Hector, I'm not hearing Yaeunda. Is it
Yeah, I
just
was
me?
going to mention that, Yanda. Unfortunately, we can't hear you.
I'm just talking, and I was like, well, thank you, Peter. Thank you, Hector. And it's exciting because we get to hear from the subject matter experts as it relates to physical real estate, one. But two, now we're taking you into an immersive opportunity, right? Where you get to have a digital self, right? And we're talking through the metaverse as well. And all those components, digital, virtual system, people say, but what's real is the utility sometimes supports those opportunities. So talk to us, and for me, Peter, let me tell you why this is so important. This physical real estate and this digital real estate. And it's I'm about to turn 50 this year. And when I turn 50 this year, I'm like, the bells, the whistles, everything, the alarms is going off like ding, ding, ding. Chick, you about to cross the line of 50. At 50, your mind starts to think through, I don't know, retirement. What's next? Do I want to take on another career path or not? All this stuff. And then life's accomplishment too. No, real stuff. Come on, talk to me, people.
Gladly.
This.
Yeah. But you are, what's the expression for it, Hector? Is she tiling? Is that what you call it? Or breaking up a little bit?
No, I actually was able to hear her well. But I think it's rugging. That's what that's the
term. But aside from that, thank you so much for that introductory, Yaeunda. The great thing with our group, and I'll use the word group, is that I'll give you an example. When you're ready to do that transition, so now you're saying you're at that 5-0 age, and you're looking at the prospects and all the different things of the future, and what you need to do, and if you need to do. First off, I start referencing with inside the group. I start using a sounding board, and for example, I'll turn to an individual, and I'm not picking a card. I'll turn to an individual, and that individual, I have to call their name, will be Peg, and I'll draw from Peg's history and draw from Peg's experience at a certain age in her career and life, and then I'll draw from others within our group. And that gives me a balance to bring back to the person like yourself, Yaeunda, and explain to you where you are, where you can be. And then from that, we determine, do you want to be on the beach? And I know you, Yaeunda, you want to be on the beach. And do you want to be close enough to the beach? And what services will you require as you live that life close to the beach? And then I build that in for you. And I build in the fact that, do you have any medical conditions you need to be taken care of? It's very important that we take care of that and have it covered and have it in place for you. That's also done by us. And again, we go back into the group and we utilize the talents of the group and the connectivity of the group, and we source, determine, and plan ahead so that when you're positioned, everything's in place for you. Not only the comfort of your bed, that the thickness of the bed or the fluff of the bed that you enjoy, all the way down to the linen and the decor. Believe it or not, everyone inside of our organization is sourced to determine the outcome, even the financial structure. We can put you in touch with a Mr. G, Mr. Money, I call him. And this individual can also give you guidelines, and we'll be back and forth to determine what is the best path for you to take to get to your destination. And when all this comes together and we create your little portfolio, we actually give you three options of properties, 3 options of financial planning, and 3 options of guidance. Now, I am not a financial expert. That's why I'm part of this great team. In this team, we have financial experts. I am not a health expert, but in this team, we have people that are capable of being health advisors. I am not a life coach, but in this team, we have the great talents of Peg and her historical talents, her presence talents, her communication with people, her connectivity with people that can take us in places that helps us draw on her talents to deliver what we need to deliver. Yaeunda, am I answering your question? Am I taking you on your journey? Are we getting there?
Yeah, Yaeunda, you might need to check your mic again.
You think she might not be hearing us?
Can y'all hear me?
Now we can. You know, Yaeunda,
Yeah.
you got to get rid of that Bentley. You got to get
right.
rid of that. I think that Bentley's got a problem when it comes to the telecommunication connection. You better just get a Ford. Just get a Ford.
Right. You're so funny, but you're right. Like, I'm sitting here, y'all have no idea. Like, I love being able to be mobile, and I have a decentralized phone. So I'm operating, and I got satellite going. I'm in the middle of a tropical, not a tropical storm, but I guess it might be one, quasi. And it's heavy rains and stuff. So I'm like, everything's being thrown at me right now. And I love it because I'm still connected. So, Peter, you nailed it. When you start to think about the lifestyle, you start to think about solutions that people are going to need. Again, I might be going in and out. You might catch some of this, you might not, but that's okay. Peter, you're right. Like people want and will need access to, other properties, right? So we have properties in Dominican and so put together that can assist people with, what they want to be, or helping them with their business based on what they want to be. So Hector, I want to kick it over to you, the mic, right? And talk to us a little bit about the importance of like what you're doing in your business and why it matters in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, one of the most important aspects of, I would say even being an adult is maintaining positive credit, maintaining good credit, right? Because that can ultimately determine so many things in your life. For example, where you can live, what jobs you can have, right? A lot of things factor into, having credit, all right, or having good positive credit. And that's what we focus on. We focus on helping an individual get that positive credit history in order and help them in order to be able to, I guess you could say, level up, right? Being able to kind of consider making investments, being able to, have the opportunities that afford anyone that has that positive good credit history. So we're dedicated to helping people and educating them, helping them on that journey to having good credit. Or if you have bad credit, we help fix that credit for you so we can get back on track. We're also dedicated in helping the small business owner. And as you know, a lot of times when it comes to being, small business owners, a lot of what you need is, access to capital, right? Access to capital, the ability to be able to get a loan, make an investment, or create a business, right? The ability to have access to the finances. So that's what we do. We coach small businesses on the power of business credit, being able to help your business get the funding based on a good credit history, right? Good based on your business credit. Now there's a difference. Your business and your personal credit are two separate things, right? And we encourage entrepreneurs or just anyone in general to open up a business because the business credit can be used separately from your own personal credit. So you're able to take chances, you're able to leverage that money to be able to do the things you want to do in life. So we're dedicated to that here at Nifty Credit Solutions. We work very hard with our clients to get them the positive credit, get them the finances that they need, and help them be able to stay educated on financial literacy, right? That's a big part of what we do. We pour into everyone that goes through Nifty Credit Solutions, and we help them get to where they need to get at. It's that simple. You come to us, you have a goal, you're determined for that goal, you continue to follow the instructions we set forth, and we get you to where you need to get at, right? And with that, we have other opportunities, right? You want to get into investing, you want to get into international real estate, you want to get into lifestyle accommodations, right? We have everything available for everyone. So that's what we like to do. And I think it's of the utmost importance that you maintain good positive credit, because it is really the difference between you know between being rich and poor. Honestly, I hate to put it as simple as that, but that's really the difference of being rich and being poor. So yeah, that's what we're dedicated on doing here.
Oh, Hector, you forgot to mention, like, to the many ladies in the room, Hector also gives great dance lessons. But did you mention, like, so if when you're planning your retirement, aside from the great financial services provided by this guy gives great dancing lessons. So like, don't put away your shoes as yet.
No. And,
I
and you know what, Peter, you're absolutely right. I love to dance, so I'm a good dancing partner. If there's anyone that wants to dance a little bit of salsa, since we're gonna be in the Dominican Republic, right? We got to be dancing that bachata,
got
that
got to hit
thing.
that moonlight. Got to hit that moonlight.
That's right.
Yeah.
Doing all of that. Exactly.
Y'all got me a little shimmying over here. I'm like, shimmy, shimmy. Like, yes, y'all doing it. That is excellent. And it excites me. Like, Peter, so in solutions lifestyle, right? So how do people go about like getting in how does this work? Like solution lifestyle, creating that vision. So talk to us more about the concierge.
Okay, great. The concierge service really takes care of your needs. It's that simple, but it's more in depth. And here's where it gets really, for a lot of people, it 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 alleviates stress, because when you get to that transition, when you decide, I'm getting older and my body's starting to give me a couple of little tweaks here and there, and aside from that, I've got a family. It's not just the me. Sometimes it's more than just the me. It's about a couple of people as you go into the transition of going into retirement. So then, where this service kicks in, it starts in the little things. It starts off in the size of the space you want. And we also offer suggestions that you need to be in a tropical environment. This is where the great communication and contact as our team leader, Yaeunda, plays a role, because from her we can source what budget you have to work with that puts you in one of these tropical zones. And aside from that, we determine what medical needs you have to be filled out, what type of atmosphere do you want to live in, how active do you want it to be, how active don't you want it to be, transportation. People don't realize all these things, and your type of diet. Do you have allergies? Do you don't have allergies? What's your preference? I had a complication just a little while ago where, and you're not going to believe me, but somebody sent me a message saying how, Pete, everything is great so far, but they can't get my eggs right. And I'm saying, isn't it scrambled? And they said, no, I like eggs Benedict. And I called up the guys and I said, hey, Susan, do they know how to do eggs Benedict down there? And she goes, yeah. Well, I said, let's get in touch with the client and do me a favor. Let's get it right. And we actually went through a session where, excuse me, we had to do 3 sets of eggs Benedict just to get it right for the menu. Now, you may think that's nothing important, but to a person going into the state of retirement where they now have the time to enjoy themselves, everything has to be right. We can't do anything about the temperature of the water in the ocean yonder. We can't do anything about the granular sand that you walk on. But by putting people in the DR, what I did notice is that beautiful white sand, it makes a difference when you walk on it, and the water is amazing. There's something about the DR that just, I don't know, brings out the best of the tropics. Am I getting misled here, or is this true? Yaeunda? Hector, I think Yaeunda is gone again.
No, she's here, but I guess the mic. But no, you're absolutely right, Peter. There's something about the water there, right? As soon as you put your feet on the water, it's just
It's
automatic.
amazing.
It's amazing, really. And I've been to California, right? I've been to some pretty nice beaches, but the Caribbean in particular, there's just something about that water there. It's just, it's so relaxing. It's just a different energy, Peter. You're absolutely right.
And y'all know I get
There
to
she is.
talking and my lips will be moving and y'all won't hear nothing I'm saying. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm going through trees and everything else, but the podcast is, I mean, not the podcast, but the Lunch and Learn is going well. So thank y'all so much. Peter, you talked about something very important, and I refer to it as my bucket list. So here I am, I'm looking at my bucket list, and now I get a chance to, one, consider retiring and putting that plan together, but two, experiences, I get a chance to sit down and truly know what it means to enjoy eggs, a Benedict Arnold, or any of those egg delicacies, right? And really have it made to perfection. Listen here, you won me over. Call it the experience, call it, let me check the box for my bucket list, because this is how I want to live. I didn't know that until you told me I wanted to live that way. Thank you for making sure that my dreams, I mean, as simple as it is or small as it is, I'm able to eat the way that I want to. Good job. Thank you.
No, Yaeunda, thank you. And not only that, like there's another client, and I'm not fabricating this. Like there's a client that actually, and this is, you know, like we didn't, well, we have adjusted for it. They like their now. They've normally been an early riser, but now they get up around 11 o'clock and they go take a walk. And they walk through gardens and they go to the beach. I'm not going to say where he is. You got to keep it private, you know, these things. But when he comes back, he likes to see his breakfast made in front of him. And out of curiosity, I said, have you had this experience before? He says, no, but he says, I seen it in a movie once and I always wanted to have it done that way. And it's just the great thing about the retirement lifestyle. You know, you can actually select from our services how you want things done. And we do, you know, I know it sounds crazy, but every morning, just picture the person meets you after you take your walk through the garden and go to the beach, and you come back and you sit down on your little wicker chair and your glass table, and you're watching over the balcony, and you actually watch them hand squeeze your orange juice, remove the pulp, do your eggs, your toast, your sausages, and place it in front of you. I mean, there you go. And that's just breakfast. And on Wednesdays, he likes avocado slices, but not sausages. And this this is true. And there you go, Yaeunda. Thank you again. Hector?
That's excellent. So, Hector, when we're in the Dominican Republic, and it's really expanding, y'all, the real estate, the physical real estate is going through a boom, boom, where it gives you an opportunity to look at Airbnbs, looking at the ability to partner with others and to buy a unit and decide what you want to do as a business, right? So, Hector, when we look at businesses and we look at the growth that's happening in the Dominican Republic with Keller Williams, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, to be specific, right? So, looking at those, there's business opportunities for folks. So, what are some businesses? Give me one or two businesses that you see that are needed that you have expertise in working with, Hector.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, just to emphasize as far as the growth potential in Dominican Republic, right? Because recently they just announced they're creating a theme park of Coco Melon, which is a very popular Netflix show. And as a result of these developments, and not just including that, I mean, there's consistent development happening there. Let it be resorts, condos, homes, so many different things, right? So when it comes to businesses, especially those that are considering even maybe a full-time move to the Dominican Republic and maybe want to run their business there, right? There are opportunities, and the opportunities I would say are in restaurants, maybe bars, right? Areas so people can go to and enjoy their time, right? So that is an opportunity I feel would be readily available for those that are looking to make that lifestyle change. I would also say for gig workers, right? Gig economy workers, right? Those that, for example, have the flexibility to be able to work online, right? Or be able to work in that type of environment where you don't necessarily have to be in a brick and mortar store. So Dominican Republic is a great place for you to run your business out of because you have that ability to enjoy the beauty that Dominican Republic has to offer. So I would encourage, absolutely, if you're going to consider a business, those are the two business opportunities I feel would be of great potential because of just the amount of people that are moving there and the amount of things that are going to be needed as a result of the people moving there. So that's is where I would recommend people look into.
Yaeunda? Can you hear me okay, Hector?
Yeah, I can hear you,
Yeah.
Wise. Right now. No, but just to expand on that a little bit more, because I know a lot of the times, for some people, and this was actually a gentleman over there that recently moved. He actually opened up a restaurant, a bar restaurant, which is, you know, one of the first in the area that he built. And it was instantly people were coming. They were watching the fights there. They were watching sporting events. They were out there by the beach having a grand old time. And, you know, for those that are, you know, considering making that move, I think that is a great business to have, because of the ability to be able to kind of, you know, talk to people, keep yourself engaged, right? You're right by the beach, you know, you're going to meet all these great people, and you're going to be providing a great service. So that is definitely something I recommend everyone that is considering maybe opening up a business. But also Airbnb, right? You want to invest in real estate. You want to, you know, use that and leverage that real estate and earn from that real estate, right? So you can purchase a property there. You know, if you want to spend half the year there, great. If you want to spend 1 week out of the year, great. If you just want to just have it there, great. I mean, any approach is a good approach. But there is definitely a lot of potential there if you were to do short-term rentals, right? Just because people want to go and they want to be by the beach. So if you know, purchase your property, and you know, and if you have your guests that, you know, if you purchase the property and rent it out to guests, you know, we have all the services, right? We have the concierge. We can take care of all their needs. So there's a lot
Everything.
of opportunities there. A lot of opportunities there.
Oh, yeah. Now the part with the business part, like you can really assist people with that. Aside from the, you know, like the international finance, if it gets into a situation where they need some tweaking advice and creating their corporations and all these different things. And the biggest bonus is that you speak both languages. Like you can take an English client and assist them in the DR. Is that not so, Hector?
Absolutamente. Yo hablo los dos idiomas bien. Yo puedo comunicar en los dos idiomas. Entonces no.
Yeah. I'll take 2 of those on toast if you don't mind. Whatever you just said, Hector. Hello?
I'm not sure what he said, but it sounded good. I was like,
I
I'm on
know.
2 too, right? I was like, yes.
Uh,
And that's, again, we're like the gift that keeps on giving. So now, you know, he's bilingual in language, right? So that's not a barrier for us. If you're English speaking or you're Spanish speaking, guess what? Hector can speak both languages. And that's really um, cool, right? Because a lot of times you have no idea. I see this time and time again, where people who speak Spanish, right? They speak Spanish, and that's the only thing that they speak is Spanish. And then they go to get assistance, and here I am. I speak English, and I speak bad Spanish, but I speak some. And all of a sudden, here we have individuals that can't get service because of my lack, my language barrier, my ability to communicate. So that's a disservice. So I really do like the fact that Hector is able to do that. Good call, Peter. That's right.
no, we actually in our group, and you notice, Yaeunda, in our group, we have every finite part of life covered. And I
Yes.
you know, I genuinely mean it's not just the language or the big picture service offering. The minute things. We understand the struggle. We understand where everyone's coming from. Like, you know, like our group is so deep into life. We are part of life. So we understand the journey. And this is the biggest advantage that we offer. And the great thing about it too is that the conversation we can have with you is a real conversation. You know, you're not sitting down across from a desk from a banker that has no interest in what you want to do. We have an interest in what you want to do. We have an interest in where we want to put you. We want to put you on that beach. We want you to feel the sun as it comes up in the morning. We want you to taste the mangoes, enjoy the coconut water, feel the warm water that gushes in on the beach and crawls over the sand and touches your feet. We want you to have that life. And then suddenly, late at night, as you're enjoying your fish dinner, you taste that shrimp and you taste your cocktail. and you feel the sun going down and the crackle. You can actually hear it sizzling in the water. It goes away, and the tide fades out, and a soft, warm breeze just coming off the ocean as it blows your white curtains into your apartment. And you lay there, and you actually notice the life you have is the life you deserve, and it's your life, and we're going to build it for you because we genuinely know how. Yaeunda, we are the solution. Is Hector back with us?
We are the solution. Yeah, he's back, and you're absolutely right. It gives people an opportunity to really live life to its fullest based on their blueprint, right? So, I mean, I think that's really cool. Just think about it. I do all this darn planning, Peter. I do planning for weddings, right? So, I plan my own wedding, right? Because I wanted to control that piece of my life. Because this is the one time I get to get married. This is the one time I become Mrs. Williams. This is the one time. And it's an experience, right? Well, I guess retiring, that's an experience. But guess what? Nobody gives me a blueprint of what I need to be in mind for. I know people say, well, sit down and look at step 1, 2, 3, 4. But when I'm able to talk to you, genius, and you, genius, and I'm able to say I'm 50, you're like, oh, okay, you're looking at retirement in the next 5 to 15 years, huh? Yep, I certainly am. So what does that look like? Well, what do you mean? What does it look like? Oh, I just thought I'd go in one day and retire. Well, what's after retirement, right? But in addition to it, some of us are just like, wait a minute, I'm getting started, Hector. I'm getting started. So I want to be a part of this Airbnb. I want to get in and do this real estate piece of it as well. So, all right, well, how do we get started teaching you that niche of having Airbnbs? I saw somebody wore a shirt at NFT NYC, and the shirt stated 2.2 billion. I was like, what? 2.2 billion? What's that? And I think somebody said Airbnb. I said, okay. So the potential for Airbnb.
Oh, Yaeunda? Hector, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I
I've been
think
having, this type of difficulty. Sometimes I'm not able to hear, but I could definitely hear you. I'm not. I think Yonda just cut off there.
just faded out again.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
Ah,
sorry. Can y'all
ah,
hear
he's
me?
back. Now we
definitely.
can. Now we can.
Oh, I'm sorry. The show must go on, y'all. And I do apologize for this, but you know what? Like anything, the alpha is going to continue to come. And guess what? We'll continue to do it Monday to Friday in the morning times and let you learn. But thank you. I was just saying that painting that vision, like Peter retiring, right? Like Hector, but also getting started. So if we want to get started and we want to build that generational wealth, right, in real estate, what does that look like? So we are able to help them with their niche of creating that, right? And it's a business. So whenever you invest into that particular real estate in Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, you have a tax shelter in one of our um, real estate properties. And when I say a tax shelter, it's tax free for 15 years. Inside Dominican Republic, they have what's called Confortour, which exempts your business from 15 years up to a certain dollar amount, yada yada, and some other stuff. So what happens when I say some other stuff and yada yada, those are next steps. So if you're interested in learning more, then you would reach out to us, Hector, myself, Peter, and we would talk to you about next steps and give you some very specifics on those steps. Hector, did I miss anything in regards to how this works, what we do, and your swim lane?
No, I think you hit all the buttons there. It is really a one stop shop, right? It is what we're offering to help you get in that journey, right? From point A to point Z. We get you where you need to get at. And the opportunities that are going to be available investing in real estate are going to be very unique opportunities. Just consider it, right? Where in most places can you find, beachfront property for such an affordable price? You want to compare real estate from anywhere around the world. This is an opportunity. And so it's really okay. How do you get that opportunity? Well, number one, it starts with your credit, right? You have to know how to get the financing, where to get the financing, and then be able to apply that finance to the real estate. Then once you move there, what are you going to do, right? How are you going to get to where you need to get at? Where are you going to get the things that you're going to need? And this is really why we say this is one stop shop. So yeah, it's really a comprehensive, right? We went into the details today. We talked about, how to get there. What do you need? Once you're there, what else? How are you going to get everything taken care of for you, right? So it's really a great talk today, right? To be able to unpack, the real estate side of things. So, but I think we did it. I think we did very well as always.
That's awesome. And one thing I just want to mention, Hector and Yaeunda, is that I urge people to allow things to work the right way, correctly, and so they benefit from it. Start early. We need to start the conversation early. And even if we just touch base and start communicating on your likes and your dislikes, and like, do you want to be, on the beach? Do you want to be away from the beach? But most importantly, where in the tropics you want to be, what part of DR you want to be. And aside from that, what we need to do is it's the little things. To some people, we want to get you, and this sounds a little strange, we want to get you the right pillows. Like right now, I'm having a situation where, I think, Hector, you're trying to help me out, but we're going to have it solved where I've got a client, he needs to get the right towels. He doesn't like the towels she has, and we're correcting this. So people don't realize it. When you do this transition, whether you do it for a short stay of 3 months or 6 months, or you retire there fully, you need the comforts that you deserve, because you're moving from the life where you did all that work, you raised your family, you supported everyone else in your family, you were there for your friends, and now it's me time. Now it's the time you say to yourself, you know what? I want my breakfast made a certain way. I want my lunch made a certain way. I want my place decorated a certain way. I want my life a certain way. It is your time. You deserve it. That's why we're here. Hector?
Perfectly said. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head there with everything you're saying, and it's one of the reasons why we created this great partnership between everyone. Everyone here has a expertise in their lane, and we're here coming together to be able to offer the services that you're going to need in order to be able to be, number one, successful in any type of investment, create opportunities for yourself, and be able to live a great lifestyle, right? To be able to have everything that you need taken care of, literally all the way down to the towels that you use, right? So I mean, this is I think a great opportunity, and I encourage others, to continue to come back and get this all this information, bring others, right? Let everyone know about this opportunity, and yeah, let's continue to talk it out and get some things done.
Absolutely. I appreciate the both of you. You see, I just went through and showed a host of selling that I do, but specifically this barcode that we have here that's showing. We want to invite you to the Web3 Live Group Monthly Mentorship Program. It'll allow for you to get mentored into your particular niche, and we meet once a month, and you'll have that opportunity to go in and ask your questions and to work. And it's live. It's a live workshop, so nothing like in the moment, to be able to either course correct something you're doing in your business, or to course correct and get you started the right way, or somewhere in between. Whatever it is, we want to invite you to our Web3 Live Monthly Mentorship, where we have geniuses from around the world. So you get an opportunity to say to yourself, okay, I need a genius for this. I bet you need a toothpick genius. We got a toothpick genius, I'm sure, that's good in woodcraft and wood carving and all that type of stuff. I'm just telling you, the niches that the geniuses have is just amazing. I'm like, okay, great. And that's what we began with the end in mind. It's helping you to understand we have an opportunity in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Two, let's look at that pillar of just, passive income that maybe you're doing, and or let's talk about that lifestyle that you're creating for yourself for the future called retirement. Whatever the case may be, that's the aim here today, is to talk with each and every one of you, the world, about our metaverse real estate, our virtual real estate, our digital real estate, our physical real estate. I know a lot of real estate, international real estate, and so forth. So I am about to start like our round robin, where we close down, and the geniuses and experts here today will share some takeaways for you to consider and how you can get in touch with them for more. Let me start with Peter.
All right, just noticed I was muted. Thank you so much, Yaeunda. It's honestly, it's pretty simple. If you go to Twitter and you see Solution Lifestyle, you can message me, or you can go to the website. My name is right there. It's Peter Dobson. Or you can email me. It's Peter, that's my name, PeterDopson, all one word, lowercase lettering, @gmail.com. Or you can give me a call. It's in Canada. My office is in Canada. So you've got to go 1-647-854-1779. But we're here to serve you. And if you run into any problems, you shouldn't be any technical problems, but if you do, either one of us you can contact, and we can, network between ourselves to solve your problem or connect with you. Thank you, Yaeunda. Thank you, Hector.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. And no, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say that don't be afraid to get started, right? Don't be afraid to get started. Take that step, right? If you're here, is because you're one step closer to be achieving what you are intending to achieve, right? Which is considering investing in real estate, and in particular getting real estate in international real estate. So don't be afraid to get started. We offer consultations. If you're wanting to just connect with us just to get more information, we're always available. Call me directly at 1-800-718-0969. You will be able to reach me. We can schedule a consultation, or you can schedule an appointment at niftycreditsolutions.com, and we can talk it out. We could talk it out and get you to where you need to get at. But yes, thank you, Yaeunda, as always, for putting these wonderful groups together. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to get the message out, and I'm really excited, and hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day.
Absolutely, Hector. What people don't know, like, real estate landscape is changing, and they're with some of the experts in real estate, especially in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and stateside. So, like, they have such a great opportunity. So today I decided to self-select our lunch sponsor for the day, which is Chick-fil-A. I went to Chick-fil-A and I made my purchase so that I could say, Chick-fil-A, you should be sponsoring our Lunch and Learn. But no problem. I went ahead and I paid for my Lunch and Learn today. But we're looking forward to partnering with businesses and companies that want to sponsor the Lunch and Learn. Just saying, it's all over the world. So again, I'll be sending this to Chick-fil-A afterwards just to let them know I dedicated this space to Chick-fil-A for our Lunch and Learn today. Hector, Peter, what else can I say about you guys? But absolutely incredible. So, and I mean that because you all have given your time, which they're not creating any more of. Then you're educating the public, not the public, you're educating the world for free. But no, you're not. You're connecting people to solutions that's going to impact their lives. Like, you're connecting people to solutions that can take them from here to there with a plan, and they don't have to do it alone. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for you two, and I'm thank you for the audience and the listening, and to everybody that will view this. You can do it. Get in touch with us. We're just a phone call away. And I mean that, just a phone call away. If you don't want to pick up the phone, you're like, okay, I want to see y'all. Well, you want to see our PFP? 6 a.m. Monday through Friday on Twitter Spaces. The Genius Room is there. Now you think it's something now, just wait till you get into the Genius Room where there's tons of geniuses waiting to assist you with questions and answers. You just decide. That's what I have for today. And again, I want to invite you to participate in our Web3 monthly mentorship program. The barcode is there. It'll take you immediate to the paywall and we'll be all set. Last words before we close out for today, Peter, Hector.
Thank you so much,
No,
Yaeunda.
last words for me. I think looking forward to having another one of these talks again, and I'm looking forward to hearing from someone. Let's make some things happen. A move.
It'll be great to do this again, and we will. But what's Peg saying? I think Peg's gone. But Yaeunda, when you talk to Chick-fil-A, don't forget to mention it's 3 dinners. Okay, like the lunch and learn. Like I think Hector gets one, I get one, and you get one. I heard you only picked up one for yourself. I mean, I mean, I don't know how to. Did you get a drink with that? Did you get a drink?
I did get a drink with
You got a
this.
drink.
Yeah,
Did you get
yeah.
those special fries, or did you just get the regular? I'm really just Yaeunda. It's 3 of us here, and
I
just
did it.
oh my gosh, Yaeunda, you're like, oh, okay.
All
Well, when
right.
you talk to them, you just remind them that we all love Chick-fil-A. Okay.
I'm just saying, Peter, how you feel about people?
Did you say Domino's?
Hey,
Did I? Is that what you said?
yes,
Oh.
yes.
They have an amazing sauce,
Oh,
and they'll do great lunch and learn. Like something about their sauce is just
okay.
phenomenal. Yeah, like you got to talk to them, and we
Oh,
can
what?
have a
Oh, Pizza
special
Hut.
also. But the important
Yeah.
thing is we got to have one of them here. So when we bring it down to the end and we start interacting with people, we have to we want to know where they get their pepperoni from, where they source their green peppers and all these different toppings. But I'm telling you, this can work. It's lunch
It
and learn.
can. It's lunch and learn. So thank y'all so much, geniuses. Like really. And if y'all want more of us, again, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitter Spaces. Look for us. Everything Metaverses. You have Solutions Lifestyle, and you have Nifty Credit Repair. We're going Nifty Business Solutions. I might have made that up. Hector, is that what it's called? I know you got that alpha,
Hey,
man.
close enough, Yaeunda. No, it's Nifty Credit Solutions. Nifty Credit Solutions.
We will see y'all next week, Thursday, for our lunch and learn. Who knows? We might have to do lunch and learns every day just because Chick-fil-A, like, no, I'm not going to be all done. I'm going to sponsor y'all. Then all of a sudden, here comes Domino's. Domino's like, I want to sponsor you. So thank y'all so much for your time. Love y'all. Bye bye, geniuses.